Cars pass on the Interstate 5 bridge. Words appear. Interstate Bridge Replacement Program. A black man with a gray goatee and wearing a blue suit speaks in front of a bright skyline. Words appear. Greg Johnson, IBR Program Administrator and Professional Engineer.
The interstate bridge spanning across the Columbia River is considered functionally obsolete since it no longer meets the need of modern travel and commerce. It costs $1.2 million a year to maintain and operate.
The I-5 bridge extends over the calm water of the river. Cars drive over the bridge. In a photo, Governors Jay Inslee and Kate Brown sit side by side as they both sign documents. Words appear, recognizing that transportation issues and necessary improvements remain unaddressed. Both Washington and Oregon have dedicated a combined $80 million for initial planning work.
By 2040, it will require an estimated $270 million in capital maintenance work. The interstate bridge is a critical connection linking Oregon and Washington that supports local jobs and families.
Pedestrians walk down a city sidewalk. A boat moves across some water. Elsewhere along the river, the white-peaked Mount Hood rises from the horizon.
It serves as a trade route for regional, national, and international trade economies. Beyond the concrete and steel of the existing bridge is a thriving background of scenic views, natural systems, and a rich history of our region's heritage.
A white woman with mid-length brown hair and a gray blazer speaks in front of a docked ship. Words appear. Juliana Marler, Port of Vancouver CEO. A cargo ship carrying gravel moves along the river. A mix of semi-trucks and cars drive on the I-5 bridge.
Interstate 5 is the most important freight highway on the West Coast, linking our local markets to the global economy. The bridge and program area serves as a vital link to this trade route and provides direct connections to the Port of Vancouver and Port of Portland. Approximately $71 million in freight commodity value crosses the interstate bridge daily.
A white man in glasses and a dark blue suit speaks in front of a bright city skyline. Words appear. Andrew Hone, Portland Business Alliance President and CEO.
Most recent data shows that over 143,000 vehicles cross the interstate bridge each weekday. I-5 at the interstate bridge has been identified as one of the region's top bottlenecks, with 7 to 10 hours of congestion every day, costs to our environment, with idling vehicles contributing to increased air pollution, and costs to our economy of nearly $750,000 every day.
Bumper-to-bumper traffic fills I-5 leading toward the bridge. The other side of the interstate, heading from the bridge in the opposite direction, remains almost free of cars.
The interstate bridge is 2 bridge spans side by side, with one of the bridges now over 104 years old. When it opened in 1917, there was a 5-cent toll per vehicle or horse to cross the bridge.
A black and white photo shows a line of automobiles among crowds of people leading to the bridge. Another photo shows the original singular bridge as it extends over the water.
It was built on wood piles and sandy soil, making them vulnerable to failure in the event of an earthquake. It is not practically feasible to retrofit them to current seismic standards. The bridge is a lifeline connection for the region that would likely be substantially damaged during an earthquake and would limit the community's access to critical emergency goods and services.
Words appear. Earthquake vulnerability. Crash rates 3 times higher than statewide averages.
Over the river, narrow lanes, limited sight distance, lack of safety shoulders, and bridge lifts increase vehicle crash rates.
On the bridge walkway, a man and woman walking side by side fill the width of the narrow path. The couple moves to the side, allowing a commuter on an electric scooter to pass. Later, a lone cyclist rides along the walkway.
The walkway across the bridge is so narrow, it severely limits alternative travel options for those who want to walk, bike, or roll. These paths are also not compliant with the Americans with Disability Act.
A black woman with close-cropped hair and a black and white floral blouse speaks in front of a colorful wall mural. Words appear. Dr. Roberta Hunt, IBR Equity Advisory Group Facilitator. Pedestrians cross a street. An older black man and 3 black children smile and wave on a sidewalk.
Large transportation projects across the country have historically harmed many low-income communities and communities of color. The overall population in the program area has grown 17% since 2000, and the Black, Indigenous, people of color population has grown 49%.
A woman in a face mask steps onto a bus. The bus pulls away from the curb and drives down the street.
Congestion in the corridor makes public transit less reliable, which can discourage transit users and increase transportation costs. It further impacts the 15% of households in the program area that do not own a vehicle. The Interstate Bridge program is committed to centering equity in all aspects of the bridge to not only avoid further harm to marginalized and underserved communities, but also ensure that they have a voice to shape the Interstate Bridge and realize the economic and transportation benefits.
Greg Johnson, IBR Program Administrator and Professional Engineer.
The Interstate Bridge Replacement Program is actively working with regional partners and the community to determine the best solution to address the issues with this bridge. The next steps of the program involve completing the environmental process, identifying funding sources, and starting preliminary design, with the goal of beginning construction in 2025.
A gray-haired Asian man wearing glasses and a black suit speaks beside the river. Words appear. Sam Kim, community member and commuter.
This vital infrastructure improvement project impacts our economic vitality, our environment, and the safety of our community. Replacing the aging interstate bridge across the Columbia River with a modern, seismically resilient, multimodal structure that provides improved mobility for people, goods, and services will benefit our region and the nation well into the future. Please help us get this done.
Cars and trucks speed past on the bridge. Words appear. Interstate Bridge Replacement Program. Join us in shaping a solution. interstatebridge.org